You know what's wild? Over a decade ago, some of the most insightful minds in tech were already looking at the world we live in today. Before ChatGPT, before Claude, before any of the AI tools we use every day. They predicted the rise of machines that don't just move, but think. Not the specific tools, but the idea behind them. Today we're breaking down the massive shift currently happening in our economy. And honestly, it might change how you think about where we're headed. Here's the core idea. The first industrial revolution gave us machines that replaced muscle, steam engines, tractors, factories. All of that was about amplifying what the human body could do. But now, we're in a second revolution. This one is about amplifying the human mind. It's been argued that this second revolution could be just as big a deal as the first one. Maybe bigger. Because for years, computers were great at math, great at storing data, great at following instructions, but terrible at the stuff humans find easy. Recognizing a face, understanding speech, reading messy handwriting, looking at a photo and knowing what's in it. That's changing fast. There's a fascinating example of this technology in action. A company called OrCam. They built a tiny device, a small camera you wear, that uses AI to read the world aloud for visually impaired people. Pointed at a food label, a street sign, a newspaper. It reads it to you instantly. That sounds simple. But for computers, that kind of real-world reading used to be nearly impossible. AI changed that. And then there's medicine. The IBM Watson project, the idea of training a computer on everything published in medical research, so doctors could have a tool that's read more than any human ever could. Because here's the problem. Medical knowledge is exploding. No single doctor can keep up. A machine can. But, and this is the key point, the goal was never to replace the doctor. The goal was AI plus human is greater than either one alone. The doctor brings judgment, empathy, experience. The AI brings pattern recognition, speed, and memory. Together, that's a superpower. Now here's where things get really interesting. Because AI is only half the story. There's something else happening at the same time. Billions of people coming online. Every person who gets connected with a phone, internet access, a data plan, becomes a potential innovator. Consider economist Julian Simon, who made a simple but radical argument. People aren't just consumers, they're creators. Every additional connected human adds knowledge, ideas, and solutions to the world. Look at the story of fishermen in Kerala, India. Before mobile phones, fishermen would sail to shore, show up at a market, and sometimes find it was already flooded with fish. Prices crashed, fish spoiled, they lost money. After mobile phones, they could check prices before docking, match supply to demand. Waste dropped, income went up. One simple communication technology, measurable economic impact. Now multiply that by billions of people, with smartphones, with cloud computing, with access to AI tools. Someone today with a phone has access to more knowledge than anyone at a university had 30 years ago. That's a completely different world. What makes this vision hit differently in 2026 is that the direction was spot on, even without knowing the specific tools. Not predicting ChatGPT or generative video, but the core idea. The real breakthrough isn't AI alone, it's human intelligence amplified by machine intelligence. And that's exactly what we're seeing. One person with the right AI tools can now do what used to take an entire team. Write software, produce videos, analyze data, design products, run research. The scale has compressed from decades to years to months. The only thing that was maybe underestimated the speed. So here's the question I want to leave you with. If AI is the amplifier, what are you bringing to the table? Because the people who win in this era aren't the ones who just use AI. They're the ones who combine real knowledge, real judgment, and real creativity with the tools. This is the reality of the new era. And honestly, it's playing out in real time. If you found this useful, subscribe, because we're going deeper on economics, history, and the technology shaping the world every single week. I'll see you in the next one.